Although I did take Darren to her first Pride this year. Before Pride weekend even started, which kicks off on Friday, Darren was like, Angel, I'll be going with you to Pride, but my goal is to hold hands with a woman. And I was like, okay, Darren, that's a great goal. I was like, you don't have to. I'm not asking either. But if that's what you really want, great. I invited Darren to my sister's Pride party, which was before the festival. Darren got to meet a lot of my friends. One of them was my friend Frida. She's a very beautiful woman.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, she actually is a lesbian. You know, she kind of fancied, if you will. Um, so
That was a language barrier.
she only speaks Spanish, and Darren obviously only speaks Spanish. But we go to the festival, and I end up going home. And Darren goes to see Kaylani, who was performing. She was the special guest at Pride.
And I was with Angel Still Friends. I was
Friends, my sister, Frida. I guess at this point, Darren holds hand with Frida and they walk to the concert together.
Well, we were leaving the concert.
Yeah.
Leaving.
But you guys were leaving the concert. So if you were not holding hands or holding like onto each other's shoulders or whatever, you would have gotten separated. This is the time to shine. And Darren held Frida's hand.
I didn't take the initiative.
No, she did not. She
hand.
got her hand. So Darien reached her goal at this point. Then everyone's talking about let's go to the stage. So they have a few stages where they play different types of genres of music. This specific stage is the stage they play Spanish music. Frida's like, let's go to the stage. So Darien, who doesn't speak Spanish, this was all said in Spanish. What Darien thinks is actually being said is, I want to find me a Latina. And then let's go her hand like real quick. She's so mad. Then we go to work on Monday, Tuesday, and we're just like, debriefing of the whole weekend. Darren brings this moment up to my attention because again, I was not there. So she's telling me about this moment. I was left with the curiosity, like, why would Frida say that? She's like, that does not sound like freedom.
What?
Yeah. And then that same Friday, there was a soccer game at the Snapdragon. I'm hanging out with Frida at the Snapdragon on Friday, that same week where Darian told me what happened. And I'm telling Frida, and Frida goes silent, shocked, and she starts laughing hysterically. She could not control her laughter. And she tells me, Angel, no, that's not what happened. I said, I want to go to the Latino stage. Never did I say I want to go find me a Latina. I could not wait until I got back to the office
To
tell you. That was the funniest thing ever.
So dumb.
So this day, Frida is like, why would she think